Hello, hello. This is Moon Ascension Tarot. I am Kim Moon, coming here with a sound bowl healing meditation and tarot reading. If we can take some time to create a space for gratitude. What are you thankful for? What are those little things that you find yourself overlooking, undervaluing? In those times when you wanted to give up or you wanted to go right and you went left, you realize that you saying no, you going the other direction, the other way, was a part of the plan. Quick example, I needed to get my oil changed since last week, Friday. And today, after work, I just wanted to go home. I had the feeling of just wanting to go home and relax. I knew that I needed to get my oil changed. And so I had to work against the voice in my head, trying to convince me to just go home because that's what I wanted to do. And I was like, this is my car. This is, my vehicle that gets me, that takes me everywhere. So, needed to take care of it, and I took care of it. And I didn't even have to pay for the oil change. So it was like I had to look at myself and say, look, I know I did something that I did not want to do, but look how it worked out for me. This is a good opportunity and a great space for you to breathe deep. I've come across some breathing exercises and was kind of in disbelief of like how alien it was for me to know what it felt like to breathe deeply, to breathe fully, It made me realize, that I do a lot of shallow breathing, you know. So I try to remind myself when I'm outside in nature or anytime I'm doing meditations to breathe deep. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Okay, now we're going to get to our oracle card. Father God, higher self, universe, my ancestors, and archangels, I ask of you to aid my hands as I shuffle these cards. I ask that the messages come out clearly, and I ask for you to reveal the truth I want to say thank you for your messages in advance. Thank you. What message, overall message, do you have for us on this Thursday? We have two of them. I was just about to say that the moon is currently in Virgo, but we have clairsentience with Archangel Ragiel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. And claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So, these two cards are asking us to pay attention, or give attention to the reoccurring physical and emotional feelings and to the thoughts and ideas that come. I will read the additional messages. Okay, clairsentience. Archangel Ragiel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. The additional message. Please honor your feelings. Don't be afraid of deep emotions or intense feelings. I can help you distinguish between your own feelings and those of others. I'll also help you clear any energies you may absorb. I'll guide you towards people, situations, and places with clear and loving energy. Your repetitive emotions and physical feelings provide important information, so please notice and follow these feelings. They're answers to your prayers. Ask me to help translate confusing messages so that you'll clearly know which steps to take. Working with Archangel Ragiel. Like an air traffic controller, Ragiel oversees archangels and angels, ensuring harmony, cooperation, and order among them all. And in the same way, he'll help you sort out all your feelings, enabling you to notice, understand, and follow them. In the claircognizance, we have Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they're answered prayers. The additional message. You've prayed for answers, and they've come to you in the form of repetitive thoughts telling you to take steps and make healthy changes. Don't discount your thoughts or think that they're just dreams or common knowledge. Your thoughts are tuned to high frequencies right now and are trustworthy inspirations. All great inventions, new businesses, and teachings stem from this same universal source of wisdom. You've tapped into that divine wisdom right now. You're tapped into that divine wisdom right now, and it's important to notice and record your thoughts. Then act upon these answers to your prayers. Working with Archangel Uriel. Uriel's name means the light of God. He's known for his ability to enlighten our minds with divine inspiration. Anytime you need answers or insights, call upon Uriel. He answers anyone who calls upon him. You know that Uriel has answered when you have repetitive thoughts or ideas that are positive, loving, and helpful. If you need facts in a hurry, such as during a test or important meeting, Uriel will supply you with the information. After you ask him for help, the answers will pop into your mind. Trust the information that he supplies. Okay. Thank you for those messages. Let's get into some tarot. From the oracle to pay attention to ourselves, pay attention to our thoughts, pay attention to the feelings, the physical and emotional feelings that we have. Ten of Wands in reverse. First thing that comes to me is we can learn so much from pain or having a burden because it weighs on us, you know. It sometimes pain you know what? I want to say that pain is an indication that something is wrong. Something needs to change. I feel like that's valuable information. Um, and since, and going off of our oracle cards, I feel like this is saying, you know, like learn anything that's causing you pain, anything that is feeling like a burden or feeling like a weight. What can you learn from that? How can you look at like the role that you have played to be in this situation? What can you change? What can be done differently? What can you learn from this situation to not repeat it? What can you take from this situation that can help you along the way? This person is moving forward, you know? And the best way to move forward is without weight. You know, like can even it makes me think of the Fool card, you know, like to jump off that cliff, to take the leap of faith, it's best not to have these weights around your ankles, you know, or just ain't weights around you, holding you down, holding you back, you know, to where you can't move forward. You're afraid to move forward because you're stuck in the past. You know, you're stuck to where you just won't move forward. So I feel like this is about forward movement, you know, and really learning from your pain. What do you feel like this pain is indicating? What alerts do you feel like are going off? What do you feel like needs to, you know, our two cards are saying to pay attention. You know, pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to your thoughts, your reoccurring thoughts. You know, the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is what we're moving towards. And what comes to me is, you know, being a king, it comes with responsibility. You know, yes, a king has subjects, but he also has a responsibility. You know, it's not just about wearing a crown and being on the throne and being celebrated, you know. It's about duty, discipline, responsibility. And something that I said this to myself this morning, that freedom isn't free. You know, we achieve freedom through discipline, because only when we discipline ourselves can we, like, hold on to that freedom, keep the freedom. I mean, yes, we're all free, but we're free to do some shit that can get us locked up, or um, get us in trouble. So it's like, I just lost my point. But sorry about that. Um, so I feel like it's. I will bring it back to the point of being a king, and it's about responsibility and discipline, and doing what's necessary, you know, to remain, I guess, the ruler, and somewhat control, you know. What am I trying to say? I'm gonna have to edit this. Um, and even this being Pentacles, this is an Earth energy, so I feel like that comes with, that also explains like discipline and structure and, routine, you know, building, you know. Um, but I feel like this overall message is to learn from your pain. Hell, even with the earth signs, we have Venus, we have Saturn, we have Mercury. Mercury being about information, uh, Saturn being about the senses and, responsibility, discipline, facing obstacles. But, yeah, and you know what? I'm glad I brought up Saturn, because Saturn gets a bad rep in pop astrology. But I really like the energy in regards, well, as in the fact that Saturn does postpone some things. He makes things, he delays some things for you. He puts obstacles in your way so that you have to face them, because there's a lesson to learn. There's something to gain from that. There's knowledge, there's wisdom, and you only get that through experience. You know, look at your experiences. What are your experiences teaching you? The experiences that you consider a burden, a weight, something that's keeping you from moving forward, you know, halting or not even halting, but just slowing the progress of moving forward, of being able to put one foot in front of the other. Um, and knowing that you can cut away this weight, you can get rid of this weight, you can relieve yourself, you can release this weight. It's not something that you have to hold on to. That brings me back to the point that I was trying to make about the king having to do what he needs to do. You know, doing what's necessary, of course. When we're leaving something, when we go into something new, that means we're leaving something behind. Sometimes we don't want to leave it behind. And even going back to the fool card, being being on the cliff and having to take that leap of faith. Sometimes we're so caught up in the past, what has happened, feeling like that is going to happen again once we make that jump, once we take that leap. Or sometimes we have so much weight around our ankles to where we can't even jump. We can't even jump off the cliff, you know? But there's lessons in your experiences. There are lessons in your pain, in the pains that you feel. Pay attention to yourself. And I feel like this is an opportunity to maybe, not even maybe, I'll say to get yourself in a position to where you can be in a frequency to listen to yourself, to where you can trust yourself. If you are under the influence or you're just not in the right mind to where you can think, I don't feel like that'll be helpful with you paying attention to yourself. You can be in the influence of something and not notice it. So, yeah, that's what it is. I'd like to say thank you for this message. Namaste.